And you can see where a bunch of the trees fell over.
But you know what, hon? It could have been worse.
Yep, could have been worse. And they didn't just fall over, they were blown over. Pan around. See all these other trees are hit all at the same time. But it's funny, it's not everything around it. It's like a little path that starts right up there. And then came straight down here. Hit these trees right here. Must have taken out the power line too. But that's back up. It's obvious that one of the utilities was up here. You can see track marks in the ground from something with a dual axle, and some of these trees over here were already cut off, trimmed back. You see the cut ends. So I can only guess that it was utility. There's the cable right there, and that's not going to the house anymore, so it could be telephone too, because there's a telephone box laying on the ground. It just uprooted these trees. Big trees. It's more like a tornado than a wind shear, because a wind shear would have just snapped the trees. Like this one over here is snapped. But a wind shear, a tornado, would push the whole thing over. Maybe even pull it out of the ground. There's still a branch up on the tree. It looks like probably the utility, and they can't reattach the power lines. And trim some of the branches off of the house, maybe. I don't know. Looks like a boulder on the roof right there too. And on the corner. So that would be the kind of thing. And you know what? That's from the chimney. The chimney was wiped out. See that up there? It's a stone chimney, so that was something from the chimney, I guess. There's a telephone line. You see all the wires in there? And so somebody from the utility, probably the electric company, because those lines are reconnected. But the telephone and the cable ends right there. So they haven't been repaired yet. And there's a guy wire right there laying on the ground. So I don't know if they're going to put back up there, but that was taken down when the tree came down between the houses. You see the wires back up there now. This tree is snapped off. Wasn't strong enough to be uprooted like the others, so that one failed. All these branches were all trimmed by somebody and stacked up. There's another big tree. But no, skip that one right there. Skip this tree right there, which is huge. But it skipped the one right next to it, so it's right out in the middle of it. The tree is huge. This root ball is probably about 8 feet in diameter. But skipped all those trees. Not one of those trees in the distance is down. As we were driving up, in that direction. There were trees that had fallen on a church and another building. It kind of looked like it was in a path that touched down and then stepped over all these things. Because there's not one tree down in that direction. Could have been worse. Instead of just hitting the chimney in the corner of the house. There's more parts of the chimney laid on the ground in front of the house, in front of the porch. That's a couple of pieces of the chimney. Corner of the roof is caved in right there.
I am. Brian's taking movies. I'm looking at the porch, and you can see the top of the fireplace is sitting on the roof. And you can see
See, if this whole thing had turned in this direction of the house, would have been a lot different story, a lot more damage. Yet no trees down over here anywhere, and they're all much smaller trees too. And that one snapped up near the top. But that's a relatively small tree too. No big ones down. Nothing up here. No trees at all up here. Damaged. Oh no, that one snapped right there. I don't know if that's recent though. Could be from a while ago, because I think something similar to this storm happened earlier in the year. Well, it's really stripped out everything over there.